Hi, I'm Marley, or Guys Said No, and I'm here to offer you alternatives to doing full costumes for cosplay, because I don't know about you, but I don't have the time, space, money, or skills required to make or buy full costumes, and I try as hard as possible to spend as little as possible, effort and money-wise, in making the costumes, but still, in the end, be the character. And if that's the kind of vibe you're going for, feel free to watch the video. Though cosplay has become common enough that I feel like these are things people already know, and this video may be redundant, but I'm just gonna put it out there for people who don't know, because if I can save you some money, some sanity, and save you from some stress doing the thing you do and love, then I might as well, So, since this is a video about not doing full costumes and is not really focused on accuracy in the strictest terms, I do want to get this out of the way first. So, cosplay to me is all about interpretation. It's about bringing a character you love to life with what you have and what you can do, and that is beautiful and underappreciated. And I think a lot of mean, judgy people don't really take that into account, and they have very unrealistic expectations on what it should be and what it should look like. And I think that's not fair to the person who is trying so hard to do things from scratch or do things themselves, and to this person who has the courage to go out and wear these things in public. Because even me, outside in my yard with costumes, I get nervous with my neighbors. So to do it in a public setting, even more public setting, that's it's a lot, and I don't think any of those efforts should be shit on or made fun of. So that's my stance. And I think the only places where criticisms are welcomed, or situations anyway, are when the person is asking for help or advice, or if they're at a costume contest where specifically they are there, they know what they're going into, that this person, these people are going to judge the quality of their costumes, and in both situations, the person knows what's going to happen. They know that they're going to receive feedback, and a lot of the time this very harsh criticisms or mean comments or insults that are given to people who cosplay on a regular basis, they are unasked for and unwarranted and unnecessary, to be honest. So if you're still good, you still want to continue and kind of learn to save yourself some money, then continue on. So I'm going to separate this into two categories, kind of. One is uniforms, and then the other one is casual cosplay, which I do a lot and I love. It's my favorite method to cosplay. So uniforms, this is kind of conditional, but only in the sense that you have to know and love and choose characters who are from a series where they wear basically the same uniform. So what I mean by that is, like, for example, the Hogwarts uniforms. It's separated into 4 houses, 4 uniforms. If you get the Gryffindor uniform, you can cosplay all of the Gryffindors. The only difference between the girls and the guys is that the girls wear a skirt, but it's not that big of a difference because you could find these anywhere. So if you know a series that's like that, for example, like Angel Beats too, if I recall correctly, the girls and the guys have different uniforms, but all the girls wear one uniform and all the guys wear one uniform. So if you love the series enough that you're willing to cosplay all of those characters who wear that uniform, then this is like a good money saving thing, because one uniform and you can do so many characters, because then all you have to focus on is just the wigs, and you don't have to focus on paying or buying for separate outfits for each character, and that'll save you money. And I know a lot of sports anime are popular, so those are the harder ones, because I don't think any sport really, at least as far as I know, not many sports anime has sports uniforms that don't have the name and the number on the back, so you can't really reuse those. But if you can find a sports anime that doesn't really have specific numbers and like distinguishable like character outfits, well, but yeah, so that's all for the uniforms. The second one is casual cosplay. I'm gonna kind of split this into 3 different like subcategories, whatever. So the first one is characters who wear normal outfits, and by normal outfits I mean ones you can find at the store, that you could go to a thrift store and like pick up pieces of and like easily put together. For example, Iron Man, yeah, he has the Iron Man suit, but as Tony Stark, he wears normal outfits. He has suits, he wears gym shirts and pants and sweatpants, and he has like the muscle shirts. Like, he wears regular outfits. And a lot of any of the shows or movies or any media based in modern day, they generally have outfits you can find and wear, or like, at least do a good approximation of the outfit. So if there are characters that you love who wear normal outfits, you can do that. That's another option. The second one is, if they don't already have an established normal outfit, you can make one yourself. If you love the character, if you know the character well enough that you know, or like you have an idea of what they would wear if like in real life, like in this time, then you could do that. You could just pick up an outfit and put together an outfit that you think that they would wear, and then all you have to focus on is the wig and the makeup, and then you are the character. And that's another popular option. And for both of these two, kind of, I guess one of the positives is if you're a kid or like a person who's got guardians who think cosplay is kind of like a waste of money or whatever, you can use this as a bargaining chip. Say, for example, the character that you're choosing to cosplay has clothes that you can wear in your everyday life. The guardians who think cosplay is a waste of money can be more accepting if it's not going to be like a one-time thing. Like if you're going to wear parts of this outfit like every day instead of once a year, I'm sure they'll be more accepting of the expense, because then it just becomes part of your closet rather than just a costume. And then the third topic is it's about creative freedom. So it's kind of like making your own outfit. It's a little bit like the second one, but this third one is more about literally making an outfit, designing it based off of a theme or an idea or colors or patterns or fabrics or something like that. For example, the only example I could think of to describe what I mean by this is Vocaloid. If you don't already know what that is, overly simplified, they are robot singers, and because they are robot singers, people can kind of manipulate them to do as they like. So they can sing happy songs, they can sing scary songs, and then people give them different outfits with different music, with different songs and different music videos, and they are like the most customizable characters I know of. So you could do something like that, but with your character. You could do like vampires theme, like a fairy tale themed, but your characters in like fairy tale costumes and stuff like that. I'm sure if you searched up certain themes, you could find them on the internet, like fairy tales, I want to think of mermaids, I don't know, fawn versions of characters, modern day AU, high school versions of characters, stuff like that. You could do that and still be recognizable as the character. But obviously it makes it a little bit easier if it's like a group cosplay, or if you have another friend to cosplay with, because then, even if they're in radically different outfits, you guys still have the vibe. It's still recognizable as the series and the characters. But in the end, all of this is about like embodying the spirit of the character through whatever costume you decide to wear. And sometimes it doesn't have to be so complicated. I know I was trying to make this as simple as possible, but I'm sorry if you didn't understand any of what I just said previously. But for example, my favorite way to casual cosplay is honestly to just grab a shirt of any kind, a tank top, a long sleeve, a plain t-shirt, and paint or draw on something that is recognizable of the series, or something that belongs to the character. For example, Dishonored. You could cosplay Corvo Attano or Dowd by just getting the wig and doing the makeup, and then getting a shirt and then drawing the Outsider's mark on the shirt. That's a casual cosplay. Easy, not hard to wear, not much effort. But you're still the character. Or you could do like I do with all of the Dragon Age series. Each Dragon Age game has a logo specific to the series, or like a symbol in each series that is very recognizable, and you could get a shirt with that on, and you can buy the wig and the makeup, and then you are the character. And it's easy, not hard, and it definitely saves you some money. And there are two ways to do that, which is me, I tend to do it my way, where I just grab a cheap shirt from like thrift store for like $3 or $4, and then I get like $2 paint, and then I paint on. But I could go into detail about painting and how I do that in a different video. And then I paint on the logo, or like a phrase that the character says, or like a joke that references to the series or to the character on the shirt. And then that is my costume. And then I just get the wig and the makeup, and I'm good. If you don't want to go through all that, you can also just buy a shirt online, because people do that. People make prints of shirts online. For example, Dragon Age Origins, the Grey Warden shirt, that is available online. It's a little bit more expensive because, the person is printing it, and it's gonna be better quality, obviously. But you also have to pay for shipping and handling. But it's an easy way to cosplay, and you could use that for multiple characters. The same way with the uniforms. If you have a shirt with the logo of the series, you can use that for anybody in the series for the most part, and stuff like that. So this is just how I cosplay, and I hope this is an editable video. I hope you can understand anything I was saying, because I know I ramble on thinking that everybody's on the same page, but I'm going really fast. So I hope you could take something from this, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask or whatever. Okay, bye.